Well, good morning, everybody. So this is the second harvest I've taken from the strawberry farm so far this year. The last one, just like that, actually only had 8 punnets in it, sold within an hour of just passing trade, and I'm selling one barquette with a little less in there than that actually, but we'll see. I've got to decide whether that's going to be €4. I know it's expensive, but if you could smell them as well, you just can't get strawberries like this. You just can't. The smell is just phenomenal. You know, they even look like hearts, and they're very, 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 very good quality. And even these ones that don't seem quite ripe are just magnificent. One of the things about the heat wave, though, that I've learned is don't leave your punnets out. Sun has melted them, so they're pretty much useless. Each one of those is about 3 centimes, 3 pence. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 of them. So €6 on average of absolute fucking waste of money. People do bring the punnets back. But not always, you know. It's just another cost. So that, you know, I have to pay for that. I've got some broad beans actually coming through. They're looking really nice. Nice long ones like that. But there's not a lot of seed in them, which is really strange. That one's got. But what I'm tempted to do is, with these ones that have come up first, I'm actually going to let them go to seed, and I'm going to keep those for next year, because I mean, there is no plan for next year, is there really? I mean, like I say, the Gary Gets are really struggling, and we've got more of a heat wave to come. And did I actually forget to come past it? I might have done. Anyway, so they're really struggling. But saying that, you know, most of those strawberries I've just picked there are from the Marais de Boise. So I need to fix. And these are the ones that I nearly sold off, nearly chucked away. I've got 2,000 of those. Many have planted together because they were so small, and that's been very efficient for the use of time and space. And there's not a lot of rot on them. They seem to be coping really well. This is really poor soil here as well. But what I did with these last year, if you remember, I cut all the flowers and stolons off. Forced them to get good roots, and yeah, that seems to have worked rather well. So back onto broads. I've got loads of broad beans sown all over the place. Every little bit of space I had, I got some. I got some in pots that won't going in. I got loads, but I just think, you know, the first of a crop are going to be the best of the crop, aren't they, really? And if I want seeds, then I want the best of the crop, taken from anyone that's not covered in aphids particularly. Or I know it's money and I need the money, but I think, what's the point in having to buy seeds again next year? Because they're not cheap. They're not cheap, the broad beans. It's like, for a little bag, it's like €6. There's not that many in it, but next year I want to just grow a job lot. We'll see. They want watering, but maybe we're going to get some rain Monday or tomorrow. So another thing that's going to happen, this is going to have my mini tunnel hoops over the top. I'll give it a weed because it's just super rich. The asparagus is right down there, and that land is basically not doing much. So I'm thinking I'm going to come up here with a good job lot of slug traps, beer slug traps for a start, but loads of the salads, and then just get that covered with something, even if it's a bit of old bash, and just Adrian and I calculated we can get 200 salads in there, and if each one of those is sold for €1, because at the moment one shitty non-organic salad plant, lettuce, is going for like €1.50, €2. I mean, if 2 years of a pandemic and crazy extreme weather changes wasn't enough, fucking monkeypox now is a thing, okay, and now fuel prices as well. I mean, I've literally just given up on thinking that I'm going to make any money this year, but at least I can probably think about keeping enough stock for next year. I mean, that's really where we are. So yeah, last night got to 30 degrees in here. That was last night. I watered all this while. I've noticed there's actually two types of slugs on my land. Well, the land I use. There's the big lazy orange ones. There's the tiger, the leopard ones as well, but they're not really that interesting. There's a one that comes out just at night, and they're very, very small, very, very long, and they come out in force, hundreds of them. So you have to pick those off by hand and drop them into salted water. So yeah, like I said, I've got those are, I don't know, the label's gone. So the Brussels haven't done much, but I've got all these broads to go in wherever. Oh yeah, the peas. I'll just quickly show you the peas, because I'm going to do a video about what the plan is down there. I'm just waiting for the rain. Even if it's raining, I'll be in it, getting as much of my stock in the ground. Just thought it'd be nice to note that these my beans from last year are coming into flower, so they are. This needs a lot of work actually to clean through, but I'm also tempted not to bother. Again, I'll keep the best ones, first ones to fruit, to keep the seed. But I also know that stunts production, so maybe I'll just like use 1 or 2 plants for that. So yeah, I cut down all of this, and as you can see, all the aphids, quite literally all of them, stayed on the plants and died, because they did not change or adapt, which I think speaks volumes for us nowadays. Some of the salads in here are doing really nicely. I think I got 11 at the last count. Don't seem to be attacked by slugs. This area isn't particularly efficient because I lost a lot of the seeds to the rain. But you know, even these old maestros are coming into their own now. Look, I think I got a little bit sad with the loss of all